Listo. Como les digo, me gusta la escuela porque a recreo se réveillait et vu que ces bébés singes étaient partis.
English language learners are students who are unable to communicate fluently or learn effectively in English, who often come from non-English speaking homes and backgrounds, and who typically require specialized or modified instruction in both the English language and in their academic courses. Do you have any ELL students or students from a different culture that are present in your classroom?
So we have a wide range of students and from different socioeconomic backgrounds. So we're already very diverse to start with.
How do you go about teaching the material to your ELL students in the way that they need to learn?
That through hands-on learning activities, picture timeline boards. Every activity we do has the picture to correspond with it. So it's the perfect time to integrate those students and to help them build their English skills along with the rest of us.
Do you see some of your ELL students being excluded from activities with their peers or even like games?
The children are very accepting of one another no matter what differences they have, whether it be cultural, physical, language.
How do you communicate with the parents of the ELL students since they as well probably do not speak English?
It's a little different with the parents. It's to communicate with parents who may struggle with English. We keep our phrases pretty simple, and typically on a daily basis, we're able to communicate with one another clearly enough to understand what's going on. However, if we were to have a conference or an IEP conference particularly, then we would have a translator involved.
What suggestions do you have for future teachers?
For future teachers, I would just encourage that accepting classroom atmosphere where you're accepting of all of the students and where they're at and encouraging one another. That acceptance of all of us, as I know you all do, that would be my best advice for any teacher, is to just model and encourage that support of one another no matter where they are ability-wise.
America when I was 3 years old.
I came in kindergarten. I didn't know any English. I was usually placed in the back of the room, given crayons,
Myself, I felt like I didn't belong.
Basically, I was mainly on my own.
I had a hard time. I didn't know what was going on.
Even as a child, it was unfair to me. It felt like it wasn't right.
Personally, it was strange and difficult at the beginning.
I was never asked, to share what I had. I knew a lot. I mean, when I was sitting there and students were doing, writing numbers or adding and subtracting, I knew what they were doing. I just couldn't be a part of it because I didn't speak the language. And so I felt like essentially I was punished, for not speaking my first language. And it almost made my language something not to be desired.
I'm sorry, I won't make it to your party. Got caught up in my own selfishness.